Hi Stampers, this is Kim at Great Inspiration, and today I wanted to share with you this cute little Halloween card that you can make fairly quickly with very little supplies. So how about we start things off? First of all, I used this stamp set, Festive Post, and it includes images and sentiments for several holiday occasions. Of course, we have Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. It very much reminds me of my favorite stamp set, Banner Year, with many sentiments and several designs for all throughout the holiday season. And like I say about Banner Year, Festive Post, I feel it's a good investment for those of you just starting out or for anyone, because it covers the holiday season with many images. You can make a lot of cards, you can use these for backgrounds, focal images, and on and on. So anyway, let's get started with today's card. Now, this version I used Smoky Slate with basic gray and pumpkin pie. But for the one we're going to make today, we're going to change things up a little and use a background. So, what we're going to need a card base that is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And we're going to need a piece of 6 by 6 designer series paper in the Regals, and this is the pumpkin pie. And it comes in 6 by 6. It comes in the whole color family. You can get it for each color family. And here's the pumpkin pie. Well, that's not the same design I used, but it's pumpkin pie. It has 2 each of 4 different, 4 designs, but double-sided. But anyway, this piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and you will have a 2-inch strip remaining, plus this little strip. That's 3/4 by 4, and we're going to use that as well with our card. And then we're going to need a piece of basic gray that is, let me remember here, I think it's 3. Yes, 3 by 4 1/4. Okay. And then we will need some Memento ink, and from the Festive Post, we're going to use this little bat design right here to make a background for our focal piece. And we're also going to be using A Wish for Everything. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite sentiment stamp sets. We're going to use the Happy and the Halloween. And also there is a little something for the inside in here, wishing you a trick-or-treating, candy-eating, frightful, delightful time. And you could certainly use that for the inside if you would like to. So, you also will need some scrap black and basic gray, because we're going to be cutting out the sentiment with this die. And that is from the Tasteful Labels dies. I love those. Such a good assortment of dies. And this is from the Stitched Shapes dies. It's the second smallest circle from that collection. But the first thing we're going to do is stamp this little background. And all we're going to do to make our background is take our Memento Tuxedo Black, ink up the bats, and just randomly stamp them in whatever kind of pattern you desire. You just cover the whole page, and when you're finished, it should look something like this. So there's that part of the stamping out of the way. And now we're going to stamp on our Smoky Slate. We're going to stamp our greeting, which is Happy Halloween. Ink this up. Then we'll get the Halloween. There we go. And then we would take this, run it through your die cut machine, and I have done that. I ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And that's what that looks like. And then we would, let's put this Memento ink away before I have ink on everything. There we go. And then we would take this scrap of basic black along with our stitched shaped circle, run it through, and that's what we will get. So now, I told you this was quick and easy. We're almost ready to put the card together, but one other thing we're going to do is to take this Banner's Pick-a-Punch and our little strip here, and we're just going to use it to flag the ends. Now, like I said, this is 3/4 of an inch, which fits perfectly in here because it takes 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch. Just kind of feed it through there. Sometimes it goes through better than others. Just kind of check to make sure it's in there fairly decently, kind of centered. I think we got off a little on that one. Sure did. You might know when I was doing it all on my own. Nope. Get on the camera and guess what? It doesn't work very well. There we go. Let me see if I can fix this one a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right. Finished with that. Get these scraps out of the way. And now we're ready to put the card together. And of course, the first thing, let's get our Stampin' Seal. We'll put that, get it started here. And the card base. And then this we'll want to put centered on our card base. We're getting a little stringy there, aren't we? There we go. Let's put this. Center it on here. And then we're going to put just a little bit. Let's find the center here. Across the center. I don't think, there, I don't know what I did. Okay. Kind of center it on this little strip. And then take what I did, I took a bone folder, kind of curled these this way. And then I just kind of worked with them a little bit, curled them back this way a little, and kind of just played with them. Put that on there just to give it a little bit more dimension. And speaking of dimension, let's take some dimensionals. These are the black dimensionals. And a lot of people like them when they're using darker colored paper. I can take them or leave them, but I have them, so I'll use them. And I'll pull the backs off here. And we'll get this kind of centered on our card. There we go. You can kind of, like I said, you can still kind of play with this just a little bit. I kind of like that kind of funky end there. Okay, and there's the card. Which one do you like the best? I think I like the black one the best. Let's get that piece of adhesive off of there. I think I do. I think I like the black one. But let me show you one I made using Granny Apple Green. The same designer series paper, only this was from the Brights collection. And then I used, like I said, Granny Apple Green, and then this is the soft sea foam. But I used a little piece of that rainbow glimmer paper. That's an annual catalog. And if you haven't seen it, here it is. And I just cut my strip right down here. I really think that's really pretty. All kinds of things you can do with that. But I just thought it looked kind of nice on the card. It kind of really set it off some. And then there's one other card I made while I was making these with this stamp set. And I use these little brooms. And I also use the dies that come with A Wish for Everything. And I made this card. And it will be on my blog on Monday, September 14th, how I did this card. But I also used the glimmer paper, or the rainbow glimmer paper, for the Happy Halloween, and this little strip that's behind the brooms. So there's all kinds of different things you can do with this one little stamp set. And I just think, like I said, I think it's a great value for your money. So if you have any questions, you always can contact me at greatinspirations@gmail.com. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to my video, I would sure appreciate that. But until next time, oops, there went my stamp set. But anyway, until next time, this is Kim with Great Inspirations saying, stamp happy.